What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Fantasy Tomorrow. My name is Caleb, and today we're going to go over some of my favorite sleepers for the 2021 season. We're going to go through each position and name a couple of sleepers, but this should give you some good info to take into your drafts. But let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to start out with my top quarterback sleepers for 2021. And my first one is Matthew Stafford of the Los Angeles Rams. Now, most people have forgotten just how good Matt Stafford is because of how terrible the Lions have been the past few years. But Stafford should shine under Sean McVay and easily crack the top 10 quarterbacks this year. Stafford is about as easy of a no-doubter as possible, and he's going behind Tom Brady, Ryan Tannehill, and Jalen Hurts in drafts right now. Now, my second quarterback sleeper that I really like is Ryan Fitzpatrick of the Washington football team. Now, people forget just how explosive Ryan Fitzpatrick can be, and while he won't be an every week starter, he will be a great streaming option that should provide a few top 5 weekly performances throughout the season. Now, he's got some of the best weapons that he's ever had on a team, and he should be a really fun piece to have if you're streaming quarterbacks in your league. Now, let's move on to my favorite running back sleepers. Now, my first guy here is Mike Davis of the Atlanta Falcons. His average draft position is way lower than what it should be at running back 31 right now. And while Davis isn't Derrick Henry, Arthur Smith will likely be able to craft a running game around Davis that will not only be effective, but will get Davis enough touches to easily outperform his ADP. Now, my second favorite sleeper is Nyheim Hines of the Indianapolis Colts. Hines has proven to be one of the best pass catchers out of the backfield in the NFL. And just because Jonathan Taylor has become a first-round pick doesn't mean that Hines won't have a role and provide at least a solid floor for your flex spot. And if Jonathan Taylor was to get banged up during the season, Hines' upside would absolutely skyrocket. Now let's move on to wide receivers. Now, one of my favorite wide receiver sleepers is Will Fuller of the Miami Dolphins. Fuller's value right now is just very low due to his injury risk, due to a 1-game suspension that he's going to have to start the season, and due to his having to acclimate to a new team. But don't forget just how explosive Fuller can be. Fuller should have a really good chance to have some huge performances this season in Miami, especially if Tua is able to take a step forward. Now, my second favorite sleeper is Devonta Smith of the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, while his quarterback is unproven, Smith is likely the Eagles' wide receiver 1 in week 1, and we'll see plenty of volume on a team that will likely be trailing for most of the year. Combine that with the explosiveness that Smith has, and there's nothing wrong with taking a flyer on Devonta Smith. Now, let's move on to our final position, tight ends. Now, I really love Tyler Higbee of the Los Angeles Rams as a tight end sleeper. Higbee is going way later than he should be when you take into account the fact that Gerald Everett is no longer with the team, and the Rams have gotten a major upgrade at quarterback. Higbee has a legitimate chance to finish the year as a top 5 tight end if things go the right way. Now, my second favorite sleeper here is Adam Trautman of the New Orleans Saints. Now, he really proved to be a reliable pass catcher with the limited opportunities that he got last season. And with the Saints having only a few receiving options outside of Michael Thomas, who's actually going to end up missing at least a few weeks to start the season, and then running back Alvin Kamara, Trautman has a legitimate chance to see a high target share for such a cheap draft price. Alright, so here are my top sleepers for the 2021 season. Now, there's a lot of potential here, so see if you can get some of these guys on your team for that reduced price. Guys, please subscribe for more league-winning fantasy advice, and please drop us a like and also comment too so we can answer whatever fantasy questions you might have. Also, go follow us on Twitter, and we'll try to interact with you guys over there too if you guys have any fantasy football-related questions. But guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.